Good morning, everybody. Well, now that was a pretty strong move by the DAX. Question is it an exhaustion move, or are we just going to continue on this trend? Now, if you look at this from a monthly perspective, just have a look at that. So this year has been, January was a bit rangy and confused, and now February is open on our low and looks like it's going to be aiming to close on its high. No pullback on the structure at the moment on the monthly, and you look at that line in the sand there at 16,500. No real attempt at coming back and testing that major break. So this is looking very, very interesting. Trend is up. No two ways about that. Oscillators do concern me. We are extremely overbought. I mean, if you look there, 96, 97. So remember, the oscillator's got a scale of 0 to 100, and we're right at the top of that scale, 3 points off the top. So that to me is always a concern when you see a solid bar like this, and then we go into sort of a smallish bar here. So anyway, be it as it may, this is our new line in the sand, and that is 17,468. And we start drilling down through the time frames. We didn't really pick up the structure we were looking at. I suppose hindsight being a perfect science, I did mention it that looked like a range. I just don't like trading ranges like that. I like trading the break of the range and the retest, which we never got. Or a pullback onto structure. So I don't really like trading the bottom of a range. I get burnt so many times. So this at the moment, oscillators here on the 3 hour as well are extremely overbought. And again, 90 value there, 96, etc. So we've got a bit of a rejection bar up there. I don't think there's much to ride into that, or read into that, should I rather say, at the moment. What has happened on the hour, and pretty textbook stuff if you follow Al Brooks on his price action, there's a spike straight into a channel. So pretty textbook Al Brooks stuff, but this channel could be a signal of a break that's been expected to come back and test structure. So you've seen all the moving averages on all the time frames we've looked at so far, all pointing to the upside, strong bullish trend, but the oscillators all hovering at the top here, which is indicating that we are overbought. So we do have a few gaps from yesterday, and hindsight's always a perfect science. I like to just see where the structure. So that long tail there's obviously something very important, and early in the session we did get an inside bar there. So if we just drop down to the 15-minute, let's see, that was before the video, so I suppose there is the other one there. Hindsight's always a perfect science, guys. It's always good to do a little bit of a back test to understand what's happened. So if you look here, you can see quite a few tails here, and then you've got these pin bars off this level at 17,396. If I look left, there's another pin bar in between it. There's another pin bar there. There's another bit of a tail here, another tail there. So and a swing high here, 17,391. So that little zone was fairly important, and we had dropped down onto it, crossover of the moving averages. So you were looking for a rejection here, which you almost got, and let's just get that rejection. I mean, that's kind of what I was looking at, was a rejection there at 17,409 for a deeper pullback against the trend, which is probably the wrong thing to do. But what did happen is we broke above it, so null and void, dropped below it, found support here, 17,396, and then 630, 830, around 8:30 we started climbing, and by the time the market opened, we were really well on our way. Anyway, at the moment, what you need to be doing is this is obviously a fairly strong level, 17,468, and I would focus on the 15-minute. There is a bit of a swing high here. There's another area to pay attention to, 17,559, and I'm just going to get rid of this diagonal. And then just above it, another area of potential support, 17,571. So, that's kind of the levels that I'd be looking to buy at the moment. Would be very small position sizes. We are extremely overextended on the higher time frames. So I don't really like the setups on the higher time frames, but looking at the 15-minute right now, strong move up, range, either it's going to sort of form into a bit of a flag, pull back onto structure and then get moving, or what you're going to see is a break of yesterday's high at 17,613 and a pullback to retest it before continuing up. So that's what we're seeing at the moment. When you drill back up to the higher time frames, at which point do you want to be short? And unfortunately, that's below the low of yesterday. So that's the only area where I would even consider a short. So yeah, one more day to go in the month, and we've already got a fairly strong engulfing bond. I mean, look at the daily oscillators here. Also 97, 90, almost 98 on the value. So this is extremely overbought. And we do have quite a bit of data still to come this week. So proceed with caution, I suppose, guys. It's also going parabolic on the daily. You can see the trend line just starting to go steeper and steeper and steeper. So there's a lot of warning signs here indicating that there is a potential for a pullback. But it is onwards and upwards until it's not. So you're looking at 17,570 as a pullback and an opportunity to buy into it, or you're looking for a break and retest of 17,613. That's what it is at the moment. If it does drop below those levels, I wouldn't be chasing any shorts just because of what we're seeing on the higher time frame. I want to see the hour start getting bearish before even looking at shorts. Hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.